I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back from a long sabbatical, kids and coaches, to West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I told her, dude, to make a sandwich, and when she didn't, I just had to... Now I'm just playing, I'm Shane, what's going on?
Okay, well, coming in hot. Yeah, no, we're back. We're both on nights, and we just couldn't get the timing right last week, so we apologize for any inconvenience that might have caused you, and I'd like to apologize ahead of time for the inconvenience that it's going to be with me on my own, because you're about to fucking abandon everybody.
Yeah, I'm leaving really soon for obvious reasons. I can't say exactly when, but
Yeah.
I'm leaving super soon, so it's annoying.
You know who's going to miss you the most?
Who?
Probably the Patreon people.
Yeah?
Because you read their names in your silky smooth huddy voice.
Oh, man. We want to thank Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess, Samantha Norton, Natalie Tacarante, Daddy Warbucks, Mark Stadler. We're the same person. Our master media, Kylie Gangwish, Colton Zamersla, and of course Jeremy Brazzers. As luck would have it, they've decided to reactivate
Extend it. Yeah.
our Walk Pod. What is it? Coupon code.
Yeah.
Yeah. So head on over to brazzers.com and put in WalkPod for 15% off the first 6 months.
Oh man, I have this dumb fantasy in my brain. Like, how funny would it be if it just worked? Like for some reason, their source code in their website, like, it didn't actually matter what you typed in, but for some reason, like, the tens and tens of people that we have that listen,
Right.
try it, because I know they're all pretty avid porn watchers, obviously. I mean, they watch this. This is as close as we can get, you know.
Yeah.
So, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're lucky my shirt's not off right now.
Yeah, I'm imagining everybody that listens to our show probably has wet floor signs in their in their rooms, you know. I get it. I've seen us. Like, you know, it is what it is. I can't, like I said, I can't blame you, but so what's happening with you? What's new with you? Other than that you're banning everybody.
Oh my god. I know I talk about it all the time because Kylie makes those memes about me talking about cornhole.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, the guy who runs most of the tournaments that me and Natalie have been going to, he texted in the group chat and he was like, "Hey, I'm running a new kind of like event at the same place we play cornhole." He's like, "Who wants to be my partner? It's free."
Is it an orgy?
Yes.
Nice.
On ice.
That just sounds not safe.
It just sounds terrible.
OSHA
right?
needs to be notified immediately.
So it's probably the newest game that I've ever heard of. Like, it's so new that when you Google it, the only thing I could find about it was the fact that they did this event 2 years ago in the same exact place where we did it last night. It's called
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's called Keg Curling. Right, and you're thinking, "Oh, why are you curling a keg?" We're not. Don't worry.
Oh.
So, you know the Olympic sport curling where they slide that granite rock down, right? So
The man sport. Yeah.
right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's where like the similarities kind of end.
Oh.
So, you have kegs, full-size kegs, and you're sliding them towards a bullseye at the other side on your opponent's side, and there's an inner circle and an outer circle. Touching or inside the outer circle is 1 point, touching the inner circle is 2, and sitting perfectly inside the middle circle is 3.
Okay.
And cancellation scoring, There were 39 teams last night.
Jesus.
We quickly lost our first game because like we had no fucking clue how to like what we were doing. But then once we dropped into the losers bracket, we won 8 or 9 straight games and finished 4th. So
there you go. All right.
It was a lot of fun, man. Like you could tell no one knew what you're doing, but like as the night got on, you could tell that people who had started to win had like their own strategy.
Right, started figuring it out kind of a little bit, little by little.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Were they full kegs or
no, they were empty. They were empty kegs.
Oh.
There was one keg that we found that was probably like a quarter of the way full, which made it suck immensely.
Yeah.
Because like you'd slide the keg and then like you'd see the liquids slosh back and forth, and then it would create momentum across the ice, and then
that feels like that would be unpredictable as fuck too.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Fair. All right.
But yeah, dude, I was just crazy. Like I kept having to explain it to people, and when I would text them, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm keg curling right now." Like,
yeah. I mean, that is. I feel like you would get a lot of interesting responses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you didn't do them, like send pictures or anything of what you're doing. They're like, "What the fuck kind of CrossFit bullshit is?" Fucking just work out normal. Why do you gotta make everything weird? So, keg curling, that's pretty exciting. Competitive edge. How's Emmett doing with his competitive eating? Any progress on that?
He's doing really well, man. We haven't really had much of an issue out of him. Every now and then he'll push back.
Yeah.
But big news for Emmett is he's I think I've talked about it a couple times. He was like doing like the soccer summer camp.
Oh heck yeah.
His first game was actually yesterday. They ended up winning, but it's only because the coach's son is too big to be a 7-year-old. It's impossible. I think his birth certificates were faked.
Forged. I am 12. $50. What's up?
It was a rough game for Emmett. He was goalie at first, allowed a goal that really got to him.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then, like I said, because the coach's son is probably 12.
A fucking monster.
Emmett just never could seem to be in the right place at the right time to catch a pass, and so he kind of just like had a meltdown in the middle of the field. And it was so frustrating as a parent because like you want him to do well, but you also want him to not act like that on the field.
Yeah. Oh yeah. a little sportsmanship action.
Well, yeah. I mean, so in his defense, he wasn't like screaming and crying. He was just like he just stood there with his head down, upset, in the middle of the field.
Oh no.
And like the opposing team has the ball on their side of the field, and the rest of his team is trying to stop them from scoring. Yeah. And we're just like, Emmett, come on, dude. Your team, get down there. He just won't move.
Team needs you, dog.
He won't move. But they got him off the field. I was able to console him and get him back in the field, get him back onto the field just in time for the game to end.
Yeah, perfect.
But I think next game will be better. It'll be the last game I get to catch before I, head off to fucking parts unknown.
Yeah. Fuck, man. They still do oranges at halftime? That's my favorite with soccer. Fucking orange slices. Let's go.
No, I feel like they probably should have. I think I'll have to text Emmett's mom and be like, hey, oranges at halftime, dude.
Yeah. That's the fucking...
Kicking the vitamin C, stop cramps.
Yep. Man. Yeah, that was like oranges at halftime and then like Gatorade. Like it was always when I was little and in soccer, they did a rotation for parents. So one parent will bring, the snacks or whatever.
Yeah.
And another parent will bring in like juice or Gatorade or whatever, and then post game snacks too.
Yeah.
Gotta revitalize all the nutrients you just lost in the fucking field of battle. man.
Yeah, you're out there.
Yeah, fucking in it, dude. In the shit. I love soccer, but I didn't fucking try very hard because I just ran around talking shit most of the time. And, like, we had a kid that was, like, sounds like he's Emmett's teammate. Like, he was just boss hog. Like, he's good. His name was Storm. That's how you know he's going to be good at sports. Like, you know, fucking nobody just names their kid Storm for no reason. They're like, this guy's. And so he was athletic as shit, and he took care of everything. And I would, like, keep up with him, but I would always pass him the ball because I knew he's gonna be the guy.
Right.
And then I'd just run around talking shit, though. Like, I'm still actively, like, trying to play, but fucking soccer's complex as shit when you're little and you just want to be the guy. Kicking fucking goals and shit. Pele.
He's just out there like, nice hands, feet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I love playing, like, those little league sports, though, because it was so much fun, but it wasn't as serious either, you know?
Yeah.
Like, like, when I played in Little League football, I had my "you're the fucking hero" moment.
Oh,
with,
okay.
Yeah, because, so we had midget football, which that's just what they called it. Carney midget football, man. Don't fucking save your letters. Save the print. And
Leave them in the comments.
It's flag football. And and I was on kick return coverage, which I didn't really even understand what that was, but I wasn't the guy that caught the ball. I was up front blocking, but the kicker wasn't good because he's, 8 like everybody else. And so it just shanked off to our left, his right, and it just bounced right in front of me and just stopped. And I look at my coach and he's like, grab the ball, grab it. And I was like, oh God. So I grabbed the ball. I pick it up and I start running like diagonally across the field. And there's 2 kids on the other team who I knew because one I went to school with and the other was one of my mom's friend's kids. They both got to me at the same time. And I was like, ah. So I stop and I look down and like my flags are still there. And so I'm assuming they both thought that the other one got my flags, right?
Yeah.
And then I just look back at my coach and he's like, oh. And so I take off running again. And I scored a touchdown.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's like the pinnacle of my life pretty much was that 8-year-old football touchdown. And I've been chasing that dragon ever since. So it's hard to live up to that kind of shit,
You told me the pinnacle of your life was our friendship, damn it.
I never once said that.
He's lying.
That
He
doesn't
fucking
sound like
said
anything I'd say.
He's a liar. Look at me.
Fucking
Look
prove
me in
it.
the eyes. Tens of listeners. He's a liar.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. Well, that's good though. I mean, hopefully he sticks with all of the things. It's good I think it's good not just like for their like physical health to be in like sports, but I think it's good to like a team building kind of thing. It makes them a little more apt to work with others instead of being I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just wanted to be active, man. Like I think I'm just trying to like me and his mom both are trying hard to like give him as many options as possible, That's why we did the basketball camp, the baseball camp, the soccer camp. Nathan, we're just like, what do you like to do? Whatever it is you pick, dude, we'll fucking focus in on it.
Yeah.
At least I can't really speak for his mom. But me, I didn't really have that chance growing up, right? So like we were always the poor kids. So you just we never played anything, we
go
never
outside and play with mud.
Right? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Go play in the woods. Be back before the street lamps are on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Emmett, just trying to be better. It's fucking...
Yeah. Hell yeah, America. Yeah. Well, that's exciting. Are you ready to talk about some news?
Let's do it, dude.
All right. We got the only news going on this week. Fucking Queen Elizabeth II died. So, Thanks for listening, everybody. No, that's all we need. No, she fucking old as shit, 96, and
Yeah.
reigned for 70 years. But I mean, it's the British royals, so it's not like she really didn't do a lot at a certain point. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, kind of was just like a figurehead, but
100%.
it's crazy the
A tourist attraction.
yeah. It's crazy the split from her dying has, because it's like there's people who are like, fuck yeah, monarch piece of shit, glad you're dead, which is a wild stance to take. And then there's other people who are like, this treasured queen of a different nation that I don't even belong to. Rest well, you wonderful soul. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's why? Why are we why first of all, why take such harsh stances? Like, is just a queen of England. Yeah, it's kind of fucking sad that I'm sure she did a lot of good charity work in her time, and also the people want to paint her to be this like crazy, power hungry mongrel.
She
But
had
like,
Diane killed, all right?
well, there's that. She did. But also, like the British Empire was fucking on its way down while she was, coming into her role.
Yeah.
And so, like, she really didn't have any, like, power once they started getting rid of territories left and right, which technically was her that was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go by the royals are the evil ones, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, she did have Diana killed, so that's, fucking way to go. And now the King Charles the Third, fucker, who was married to Diana, those of you who don't know, but yeah, so he's the guy now, and I don't really know how that's gonna change anything, but so there's that. But that's
Yeah.
all I'm seeing on Facebook right now and I'm sharing a lot of them, granted, but whatever. You can't pick the trends; they just happen. So
Yeah. I heard there was a message that came out for the military that and I haven't seen it. I just seen someone post about it in a military group that I'm in, that we're supposed to be flying the flag at half mast for her, and I was like, that's a little much.
yeah, it is a little weird. Granted, I mean, that is Papa Britain. Did fucking give birth to us, but
Yeah, the motherland.
the the, the homeland, the land of my people, the pasty whites, and I guess it's kind of a big deal, but is it really? I don't really think so. Whatever, it's fucking like it's such an outdated position. Like, who has queens, kings, and shit? So
I think there's
crazy.
a couple countries that still do, but I don't think they have any power, just like the royal family in England.
Yeah. Like, I still haven't seen like a dedicated, like, this is what they can do thing for the royal family in England. Like,
I think they treat them as like advisors. Like that,
oh yeah,
I think the queen was treated more as like an advisor. Even they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and she'd be like, "No," and they'd be like, "Yeah, we're doing it."
that makes sense. Like, just like, how there's a board of advisors for like companies,
Right.
and then they have like the guy who's like, I'm glad you all thought of that. That's a great idea I just came up with. And like is just like the face of it, and like not actually doing any of the hard fucking work. But I guess it's good. Like, have somebody be mad at them instead. But that's not even how it works. Nobody really gives a fuck about them. It's like, Boris Johnson, you piece of shit. Everybody just sees the Queen of England in all her crazy outfits, and they're like, she's 96 and driving a Range Rover. Like, I don't fucking get it. And now, forever, for the rest of my life, I'm probably gonna have to look at something Queen related on my fucking birthday, which is annoying as shit. like I was having a good day, and I woke up from my day slumber and scrolling through Facebook, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Goddamn Queen of England? I felt like, have you ever seen, what?
You couldn't have died the next day. You had to ruin my birthday.
You couldn't have fucking saved it, lady. Have you ever seen The Devil's Rejects, the Rob Zombie movie?
Yeah.
When the sheriff is talking to that dude, trying to get the list of names of the aliases and try and like make sense of it.
Yeah.
And they're all like Groucho Marx characters from all his movies. And so that expert comes in and he's like, fucking Groucho Marx. Oh man, it was so sad. Goddamn, Elvis Presley overshadowed his death. And then he gets all fucking mad. Like, that's how I felt. Like, how dare you fucking take this day away from me, you old bag of bones.
Yeah, one day your grandkids will be sitting around a table just bitching about Queen Elizabeth and how they overshadowed your birthday.
Probably.
Oh, Grandpa Levi was a great man.
Fucking Queen Elizabeth, that piece of shit. I did see that, so I don't know why they do it this way, but countries of other nations, when they bring out new money, that are under the, United Kingdom umbrella, they use newer images. Like, so you know how our bills change a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got a blue stripe in there. Don't try and fake it. Well, they just like use newer pictures of her.
Oh no.
So now it's fucking King Charles III up in this bitch. Fucking King Chuck over here. And Australia's like, hey man, if we're gonna put a dude on our money, maybe Steve Irwin, which I can get behind. And in which case, I'm gonna go to the bank and exchange currency for that for no reason other than to keep it. They're like, how many of these monies do you need? And I'm like, how many have his face on them? All of them? And then all of them, please. Oh, big trip to Australia? Nope. Nope, just going back to my house.
I just wanted some Australian Monopoly money.
Yep. Because it's not real and you can't do anything with it. So, yeah, that's exciting. I don't know how the likelihood of that actually happening, but it's cool that people are thinking about it. Old Steve, still in our hearts,
Gone but not forgotten.
That's right. Fuck. So yeah, so that's the biggest thing going on right now. A fucking update on there's actually a couple updates on some old stories we did.
Okay.
So you remember around Christmas time, it would have been post Christmas time. We talked about that guy running over people in a Christmas parade in Wisconsin. Waukesha, Wisconsin. Waukesha.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, he withdrew his insanity plea that he had put in. So, he's changed his not guilty by reason of insanity to just not guilty. So, he's gonna get fucked on that deal.
Oh yeah, dude, because at first it's like, all right, maybe you were mentally unstable, and now that you're knowingly swapping it to just regularly not guilty, you're like, oh, so you lied, realized you didn't have a case, and now you're here.
Yeah, you
good
piece
job.
of shit.
Good fucking job.
Yeah, that attack ended up killing 6 people and injuring dozens of them. So that's 80 charges he faces, which is understandable, but like,
so jail for 125 years.
Yeah, like he's gonna be in jail by the time we start sending prisoners to Mars, dude. Actually, that feels like that's probably not far away, but that's fucking Australia 2.0, dude.
Yeah.
Good on, mate. What kind of fucked up accents would they have? I can't even think about it.
Yeah.
I feel like it ended up Cajun for some reason. And I have no reason to explain. I'm not gonna elaborate. That's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
So the second of the updated stories is I don't even remember if we actually talked. It feels like something we talked about.
Okay.
But there was a teen who was allegedly a victim of sex trafficking
Oh no.
who killed her alleged rapist
Okay.
in Iowa, and this happened 2020. So this was a while ago, but she's gonna be sentenced this coming week, which she faces up to penalty up to 10 years because it's involuntary manslaughter and willful injury. So like you did it on purpose, but not really
extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, but still faces 10 years in prison.
That's a long time
on both
man.
of them, on both of those charges. So 20 potentially. And I'm like, hey man, maybe take a sidebar and try to figure out, because in the court they never actually like argued that she didn't go through any of that.
Yeah.
They're like, she killed this guy, and they're like, yeah, but all this stuff, and they're like, but she killed him. So shouldn't have done that. So I don't know if I feel like they probably should have put a little more time into it, and maybe they're not addressing it because they know it would like prosecutors are still trying to get, still trying to get a conviction no matter what. And
yeah,
just a little slimy sometimes. It's so weird because like you think of the defense, but you're like, oh, I'm defending this criminal, and they're the slimy ones. But sometimes fucking prosecutors are slimy as shit too.
Yeah.
Making a murderer. So that'll be interesting, and I'll probably talk about it next week after they announce what the shit is. But just a little quick update to bring it to the front of people's brains so I could talk about it again next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so keeping in the cool vein of underage mishandling of children and stuff. Lawsuit alleges child marriage, rape in Utah polygamous, not polyamorous, polygamous sect. So,
good old Mormons.
Fucking Mormons. So there's a group in obviously Mormon country, Utah.
Yep.
And this group was seeking to maintain pure Kingston blood, which is weird enough because they're, obviously marrying cousins and shit. Like,
yeah,
trying to keep that fucking blood pure, brother. And but they were also one of these doomsday kind of cults too, because they're like, this pure blood's gonna keep you safe during the apocalypse. I swear to God. And Mormon Jesus is gonna save you because you're pure.
Do you know if this is the same Mormon sect that that Netflix documentary was about? The Keep Sweet
with Warren Jeffs.
Yeah.
So what's crazy about Mormon religion, so there's the Church of Latter-day Saints, totally fine. But then there's the offshoots that branch from it.
Yeah.
And they get fucking weird real quick.
Yeah.
And so Warren Jeffs is one of those. But there's others. There's Mitt Romney, you remember him?
Yeah, he's got
ran against Obama.
He's got that compound in Mexico.
Yeah, his family fucking moved to Mexico to escape the U.S.'s underage and polygamous laws. They're we gotta go to Mexico. And
it's not a good look.
Yeah, Mormonism is full of them, which is really not great. But all religions have their kind of weird fucking shit.
Yeah.
There's the normal ones, and then there's always the crazy offshoots. Christianity obviously has all of the cults that wrap around that, but then also Catholic Church has, some really cool priests that they have. And then like in like Hinduism, they had that cult in fucking, where was it? Like Oregon, where
Yeah.
like that dude was he's like practicing all these crazy things and like had a whole city basically. And like Islam, they got like obviously the extremist terrorist groups, and then also there's other groups of that who I think I think it's pretty common for multiple wives in a large portion of like followers of is like certain groups of like sects of Islam. And
Okay.
then it does also get a little underagey, which is not great, but so there's a lot of fun religions out there. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so there's a lawsuit that's taking place against this Utah-based Kingston group, and yeah, there's arranged marriages so that girls would become pregnant, and then obviously once they're pregnant, they're bound to that husband, and they, might not be 18 sometimes. So, there's 16 and 17-year-olds that were involved in this, which I mean isn't the worst that I've seen in this kind of thing, but not great.
It's still bad.
Yeah. So
I think it's funny that like as many documentaries that are out there about all kinds of cults or like crazy extremist versions of certain religions, that there's still people that everyone's watching those documentaries and they're like, dude, this is terrible, and then it just keeps happening. Everyone's just like, yeah, like this guy is definitely our version of God, 100%. Or
well,
he's definitely an alien from somewhere else, and we're all gonna. So we gotta like everyone has to have sex with him. It's like that's always like the main. If you look at any cult, the cult leader's always this like skeezy, I'm gonna fuck kids.
Yeah,
and it's like, damn it, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy how many people just like turn their blinders on for shit like that. It's just wild. It's wild the way people's brains work sometimes.
I have no issue with people like having like believing in a certain religion, right? Like if that's how you find comfort in life, then use it.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, you gotta like step back and go, all right, this is fucking wild, right? Like I'm not the only one seeing this.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated by cults. Like all the Time Suck episodes that are involving cults are probably my favorite ones, where it's just so bananas how they get started, and then how many people are just like, fuck it, let's go, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
in.
He could definitely have sex with my 12-year-old daughter. Obviously, that's okay. You're fucked up. You're just as fucked up.
And it's even crazier, like the modern day ones. Like, have you listened to the Nexium cult episode yet?
Yeah.
That one's crazy because it's like that was happening like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? We have the internet. You know what cults are. Like, you've heard of Jim Jones. Why are you... You're just like, yeah, fucking Jared Leto's got a cult right now.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a cult, but it is a cult. It's fucking weird. He's always walking around in white robes, and there's just a bunch of people also dressed in white following him around in all these pictures, and it's like, okay, man. Like, he's always kind of been hippy-dippy a little bit, too, but...
Right.
Now he looks like Jesus, and...
Hey, man, as long as he's not banging kids, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he might be. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
In like 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker. Speaking of banging kids, Boy Scouts. You like that transition?
That was your transition? That was your... All right.
That's good. Judge approves the Boy Scouts reorganization plan for... because, they went through bankruptcy because they had to start paying tens of thousands of men who were involved in this huge fucking lawsuit with them for, going through abuse and while they were in the Boy Scouts. So this reorganization plan is going to allow them to keep operating, which is hilarious, while also compensating these men. So,
Do you think
cool.
when the Boy Scouts organization first started getting all these claims that they like called up the Catholic Church and like, yo, dude, who's your legal counsel?
How you fucking deal with this shit? They're like, hey, I don't know if you know about history, but we've had all the money forever, so that's how we deal with it. Click.
Right.
Like, we own a whole city, and it's technically a country too, but the fucking Vatican, man.
Fucking
I
wild.
bet there's some cool shit in there, but we'll never get to know. I always thought it'd be cool to like infiltrate it, be like, I'm a fucking priest, look at me go.
Look at me. I'm a priest, look at me go.
Sneaking through the fucking Vatican vaults and shit. Like, oh, like a loud like camera noise, like click.
Yeah.
Like they're like, what the fuck? Oh man, I had to escape like an Assassin's Creed scene, just like parkour. Get the fuck out. I mean, if there was ever a movie to be made, there it is. Come on, like.
I mean, they kind of did it in Euro Trip, you know.
Kinda, that's true. Put Charlie Day as the guy who sneaks in. 'Cause I feel like that would be hilarious, just to watch him ramble. And priests are just like, and like none of them speak English; they're all Italian. So it's like, spaghetti. Update on the Russian front.
Okay.
Russia announces troop pullback from Ukraine's Kharkiv area, which is pretty interesting. Russia's kind of been getting their shit pushed in, I guess this whole time.
Definitely.
Not like really, but like they haven't been making the headway that they wanted or that they expected to, or everybody expected them to.
Yeah.
And they lost more people in this, fucking 8 months, 6 months? I don't know how long it's been. Of this shit. They've lost more dudes in that time than they lost the whole time they were fucking around in Afghanistan back in the day, which was a long time. So it's just kind of funny that they're like, maybe this is not so good. Maybe we pull back. Dmitry, get the tank. We must go.
Dude, it's crazy to think that like they're considered like a world power and they're getting, I wouldn't say they're necessarily getting I don't know, getting pushed back or whatever.
Annihilated, yeah.
Because they're obviously just pouring more people in, but this is a tiny country that like you should have taken over easily months ago.
And it's not an unknown country. Like, they used to be part of the Soviet Union, so they have maps of the place. Like, it's, you know how, where everything is. It's not like when we went into Afghanistan where it's like, cave systems in the fucking mountains and shit.
Yeah.
You're just getting fucking outfought by people who give a fuck, you know? Like,
it's wild, dude.
And I don't know if I said it on the thing, but I've definitely brought it up talking about this to people, but in the show, the Chernobyl show, fuck, homeboy just died too a couple weeks ago, but Mikhail Gorbachev, during that incident, he was, you know, talking to some people, and he said, like, basically telling people that they couldn't admit that they fucked up.
Oh,
because that's pretty much how Chernobyl started. Was they went real light on their fundage and skipped a couple crucial things, like some fail safes and stuff, and so it ended up fucking up. And then they fucked up after the fact, and they're like, we can't let anybody know that we fucked up this bad. And in what he said was, our power comes from the perception of our power.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how I feel about fucking Russia right now. It's like, we've always thought that they're like this massive, huge, fucking crazy dynamo of a military. But really, all they just had was nukes. And that was the only reason we were really scared of them.
Right.
But it festered in everybody's psyche where they're like, oh, because we didn't like, because there was never this whole out war,
Yeah.
their fucking military was hardcore when they're like getting out fought by a military way smaller than theirs.
Yeah.
And like I said, they're just getting outfought by people who give a shit like about what's happening. They're like, fuck it. Like, we're tired of getting pushed around by this bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you, Dale. Get out of here.
You know what we should do? We should just slide in, like we did it. We should just slide in there and put somebody else in power and ruin their country like we've done historically every single time.
Yeah, like all of the time. Hasn't failed yet. Maybe one day it'll catch up with us. Yeah, we do be doing that though, so yeah.
That does be happening.
Yeah, shit. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It'll be interesting to see moving forward if this is like a pullback to move troops into a different area or what. But yeah, it's 7 months is how long it's been going on. So
That's wild.
yeah, so pretty interesting stuff. That's all I got.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I got a story from when I was getting stuff ready from last week. So Valley Christian Academy out of Santa Maria, California, has withdrew against a team called Coast Union High School because they have 2 girls on that team. So the Christian school is withdrawing because they don't want to play against a team with girls.
What, football team?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I had it pulled up, but yeah, so this isn't the first time they've done it. That they actually have done it before, where they refused to play against a team with girls on it. And I can't find exactly where it says it. I had it pulled up, and then when it reloaded, it went away. But essentially, they're saying that because it's an all-boys school.
Yeah.
They're saying that they teach their boys to honor women and not whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, so you can't play a sport against them?
Can't compete.
Well, if you hit them, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And
before marriage, I mean.
Oh, right here it says, in our handbook, one of our clearly defined boundaries is there is to be no physical contact between boys and girls.
Oh. Well, yeah, because there's no girls at your fucking school, you weirdo.
He said they added, they train their boys to rigorously admire and value women as precious and worthy of respect.
I don't like the way
a violent game.
Don't like the way he said that. Also, if you're training your boys to be so upholding and whatever, why are you letting them play a violent game?
Oh my God. I couldn't believe it when I started to read the story.
Dude.
Like, it just sounds like a cop-out. You know what it sounds like to me?
Yeah.
It sounds like this
They're
union...
gonna lose when they're scared.
Uh-huh. It sounds like this union school is better, right? And then they don't want to...
Because they got those witches on their team.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Burn them. Wait, fuck, we can't do that anymore.
So that was pretty awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And then I came across this other story. I don't know how true this is.
All right, I love the lead-in.
Well, because I couldn't find anything else about it, but it was an article. So again, last week, this chick put out a TikTok, and I guess it went viral, about how she discovered the guy she's been dating for a couple of years now is actually her brother.
Oh, no. Fuck. Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah, it says that she took a DNA test. I don't know why you would take a DNA test with your partner specifically.
Yeah.
But she did, and found out that they were brother and sister. It says, here's the quote: I just found out I've been dating my biological brother for 6 years. I'm 30, my brother is 32. I was adopted as a baby, but I didn't know I was adopted until I was in high school. And so was my boyfriend, obviously. And then it says, when we met, it was one of the first things we bonded over.
Being adopted?
Yeah.
Man, I feel like if I was adopted, the first thing I would not be into is somebody else who was also adopted. I'd be like, I don't know, that we could get into some Joe Dirt territory, you know? You feel me?
Yeah.
Joe
Oh,
Phil.
I'm your sister. So it doesn't say in the article if they've decided to stay together. You have to stop. All right, like if you find that out, dude, imagine the therapy. You know, like
much therapy.
I've been banging my brother for 6 years.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like,
fuck, man, that's rough. And I think that would I don't know. I would imagine you would have a tough time dating after that.
right? You'd have it's required. Like, all right, we've been seeing each other for a month now. We haven't had sex because that's my
haven't
rule
kissed,
now.
or
Right?
you haven't done anything.
Before we can have sex, you have to have a DNA test with me.
Jesus. I mean, I get it, man. That's so wild. I like so. Yeah, I don't really have any words for it, but I feel like if I was in her position, I'd be like, yeah. So here's the deal: I'm never gonna talk to you again. And I'm moving to a country I will not disclose with you, and it's gonna be full of people who don't look like me, so I can't have this happen again.
Dude.
Like, just out of it. I'm gone.
I'm gonna keep looking for updates on it. And
that'd be great.
If I can't make it back for this next for the next week's episode, I will
Just
make sure to send
it
you
to
the
me.
link so that you can talk, let everyone know.
Oh my god.
Because I mean, we both agree the only logical way forward is for them to stop being together.
Yeah.
But if they decide to stay together, that's going to be even crazier to talk about.
That's yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're trying the Einstein angle, Einstein double cousin fucker, so like his cousin was his cousin on both sides, which is also weird.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's up, baby? How you doing?"
Hey, girl, you look just kind of like mom and dad, dude. Let's go.
You just look like both of my uncles. It's wild. Try to get some brain from the greatest brain. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Give some brain to the greatest brain.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you got
Nailed
it. All right, and then finally, last but not least, the old Billboard 200 Top 10.
The old reliable.
Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Up from 2 to 1. Un Vierno Sin Ti by Bad Bunny, who
He's back, baby.
This album's got to be amazing at this point.
Yeah,
dude.
we won't listen to it because it's too late now, but
It's got to be
know.
good. Yeah, right? Down from 1 to 2, Beautiful Mind by Rod Wave, which I feel like that was in the top 10 earlier this year.
yeah.
At number 3, Renaissance by Beyonce.
Yeah.
Up from 6 to 4, Dangerous the Double Album, Morgan Wallen.
Hanging in.
Yeah, dude. Up from 7 to 5, Harry's House by Harry Styles. Down from 5 to 6, The Last Slametto by Young Boy Never Broke Again.
All right. It's a weird title, but
Yeah. Debuting at number 7, Holy Fuck by Demi Lovato. What? That's like what anyone ever says when they see her or hear stories about her.
true story.
Holy fuck, dude. What is
Yeah.
she doing?
My head immediately went to the meme of her singing to ghosts. Like, yeah, all right. I have a friend that listened to, I think that a single dropped before the album, right? And
Yeah.
she's listening to it, and I gave her shit, and she's like, she's kind of offended. She's using her mental health to write music. I was like, I get it. Like, that's what most of them do, but she just weirds me out. I don't know.
Right?
And we can call her she again, by the way. I don't know if anybody told you, but
Oh, she's not.
she's going by she again, so.
Ooh, so she literally started going by they, them for attention.
I don't know, maybe.
That's
or
cool.
maybe she feels like a she now. Who knows?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. It's a fucking mystery.
Okay.
Almost done.
Debuting at number 8, Finally Enough Love by Madonna. I didn't know she still made music.
Wild.
Down from 4 to 9, Traumazine by Megan Thee Stallion. TRA.
The Stallion.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Megan the Ohio State.
Megan the Stallion.
Yeah.
And then debuting at number 10, Afterlife by Five Finger Death Punch.
Gross. This ruined my whole day.
Finally, an album that bothers you.
Yeah. Nickelback just released a single too, so
Let's go,
I know
dude.
they'll be fucking coming.
Let's go, dude. We want to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast, the No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys in the Remedy Room. All of our links are at linktree/walkpod. That's WOKPOD.
Yep. In the description, in the video, all over the place. Yeah. Follow it, do the things, like and subscribe.
Leave us comments on YouTube. We will read them. Levi probably forgot to read them this episode.
I did. Well, it's been forever.
Right.
It's been 2 weeks, man. I don't even know where I'm at.
I don't either. Where am I? Oh, Grandpa Levi got overshadowed by Queen Elizabeth.
I remember before she died. Tell you what. All right.
All
That
right,
it?
man. Yeah, that's it.
All right. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.